Do you feel breathless for no reason or get the urge to pee every few minutes at night even when all your tests come back normal? Hi, my name is Isha and welcome to episode 1 of This is What Anxiety Looks Like. Today I want to talk about how anxiety starts, how anxiety shows up in your body, and all the things we ignore thinking it's just a body issue when it's actually our mind calling for help. I've always been someone with hyperanxiety, but when everything began for me, I didn't know what it was, and it started with this weird urge to pee every few minutes at night. My parents were sure that was a UTI, and we did all kind of blood tests, urine test, and everything came back normal. But still, everyone kept looking for a body problem because let's just be honest, in Indian household, mental health isn't taken seriously, especially when you are young or when you live in a household where anxiety is not considered as an actual issue. Then one day we went to a physician and he finally said that if all your reports are normal, this is likely anxiety. But again, Indian parents, they kept repeating, nay, this has to be a physical issue. They didn't want to accept the word anxiety, and that wasn't the only symptom. I used to get cervical pain, back pain, and breathing issues. Even now, when I'm stressed or overthinking, I feel breathless. During anxiety attacks, sometimes even taking a simple breath feels very difficult, and it doesn't stop there. That restlessness, that tiredness, that constant heaviness in the body stills your productivity and also drains your mind. So here's the thing, anxiety looks different for everyone, and that's the truth. Because anxiety doesn't show up the same way in every person. So just because these were my symptoms doesn't mean yours will look the same, because every body has its own way of showing stress. So for some people it's breathlessness, for some constant stomach problem, some will feel body pain, fatigue, shaking, heart racing, and others don't feel it physically at all. They just overthink or feel emotionally overwhelmed or mentally stuck. So now I want to talk about some of the most common physical symptoms which people ignore, like chest tightness, dizziness, stomach problem, headache, migraine, feeling nauseous, acidity, shaky hands, sweating, numbness, feeling weak, random pain with no medical cause, trouble sleeping, and yes, frequent urination. These symptoms feel real because they are real. Your body is reacting to stress even when your mind is trying to stay strong. So now let's talk about what can you do about this. So start with small practices like slow breathing exercises, grounding techniques, stretching your neck and shoulder, reduce caffeine, alcohol, or any kind of drugs you are taking. Take short mindful break, talk to someone you trust, and also try engaging in activities that keeps your mind occupied. But listen, if you feel it's getting worse, then please see a psychiatrist. There is zero harm in taking medication if needed, because I think the stigma around mental health and medicines needs to end. Forget about what your friends, relatives, or even your parents may say, because this is your life, your health, and your peace. So get the treatment, take counseling if you are comfortable or can afford it, and push yourself gently, because I know healing is not easy, but it is absolutely possible. And whatever you do, never ignore physical symptoms, because your body is speaking, so listen before it starts screaming. And if this felt relatable or helped you feel seen, then stay with me for episode 2.